Everyone, 3, I'll be reviewing Madea Homecoming starring Tyler Perry, directed by Tyler Perry, and this movie is production, I'm guessing, from Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, he's such a talented actor or director, whatever he is. I don't get it, why he wastes his energy on Madea family. Because when the first trailer dropped, people are like, ooh, why is Netflix making Madea family? Probably because they are hugely popular. All of the Madea movie, they are very successful and at the box office. Obviously, Tyler Perry made fortune out of these movies. So a lot of people enjoy them. I know. I do like some of the scene. I find them funny, and sometimes it can be very knowledgeable. What he says. That being said, I couldn't believe it. This movie had, like, even the last one, Madea Family Funeral, that movie was like, it wasn't that funny, but this one, next level, it's not funny at all. And this movie starts with such awful scenes. You're like, what is happening? What I'm watching? This movie, first 10-15 minutes, so rough. Especially the way these characters, they look really very uneven and cheap. Especially Madea, in one scene, he looks like this. Next scene, she looks different. And I'm like, oh, and how she looks so different in between take. Obviously, this movie is directed by Tyler Perry. Probably he was rolling. Because I heard from people, like, he's the only person. He's doing all the work. Obviously, that is the reason his movies are so cheap to make. And that is how he's making fortune. That was it. This movie is not funny at all. Honestly, I was really disappointed how this movie is not funny at all. On top of it, I guess they did add this character called Agnes, and it is starring Brandon O'Carroll. He plays this character. Like, I guess she's in this movie. He's playing this lady. She comes from Ireland, and when I was watching it, why we have a character from Ireland? I know why. There's many movies from Ireland on Netflix, because I think they have many Netflix subscribers over there. So they try to add some, I guess, other country in this movie. Well, I don't know how Ireland is in this movie. He just tells, like, this character was Deba, was it his name? Like, he has to take over the family farm, and when I heard that, that is I was seeing. I don't like. I guess in this movie, Tyler Perry, he tried to add a lot of stuff. Police matter, Black Lives Matter, many other stuff. I guess he tried to bring it on his movie because he thought he has a responsibility to bring up all this social issue, I guess, in this movie. I could see them clearly. Well, I did not see all this social issue he bring in his other movies. Maybe he had brought up, like, one time, you know, how Madea Family Funeral. I know you're wondering, oh, how you have all the, yeah, I have watched all this Madea Family, as I was saying. Sometimes they are funny. Like in Madea Family Funeral, actually, that movie starts with, like, one cop stops him and, like, asks him to see his ID, and then he was like, ooh. So in this movie, I guess he's trying to show different side of cop in this movie, and I was like, oh. That being said, he plays so many characters. Again, he has talent, obviously, but that is what he likes. Just like Adam Sandler. At least Adam Sandler these days, he's trying to take different projects. Both of these guys, they are like, they are so unimaginable rich. Like, you have to Google to see Adam Sandler. He's so rich. So is Tyler Perry. He owns fortune. Isn't he has a studio in Georgia? I think I heard. So he does give a lot of people job in his studio, I guess. But this is what he does best, he thinks. But I actually liked him in Don't Look Up. I thought he was good in that movie, wasn't he? But anyway, that is what he likes. As Adam Sandler, he says one of his interviews, that is what he likes, making people laugh. Unfortunately, I know many people out there will be like, oh, this movie is, because I bet some people will like this movie. This movie wasn't all bad. There is maybe I had few, like, chuckles, but it's not worth to sitting 2 hours of no, like, all these, like, going this, right? That is what I thought on this movie. And the sad thing is, I really liked all the Madea movie, and this one wasn't funny at all. At least, I guess, the sad thing, I will say, the most sad thing in this movie is, like, for me, is Madea wasn't funny at all in this movie. He's kind of cranky in this movie. I don't know why. Anyway, that's my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment. What do you think about this movie? If you have a good time or bad time, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other reviews on Netflix movie on my playlist. Movies on Netflix. Until I see you next time, please take care.